Good morning, everyone. Hi, how's everyone doing? I'm not, I'm not super as awake as I'd hope to be. Just gonna be honest, but I figured it'd be nice to have a good morning with folks. For those who don't know me, hi. My name is Lalaps. I'm a heaven hound. I know I don't look it. Hold on. Let me let me try and take my hoodie down here real quick. It's, yeah. See, I'm a heaven hound. I got the doggo ears and the halo. I got my tail. I got all those kind of things. But it's morning. I'm a little tired, so I'm gonna be cozy. Ah, and this is cozy. Nice little hoodie. Keep me warm. Keep me feeling good. I got myself a couple little snackies with me. I got some toast and some tea. And you figure it'd be a nice morning to sort of chill out, hang out with people. Yeah, maybe just get a little closer. How y'all doing this morning? Has everyone had a good sleep? A good night? I'm gonna hang out, eat some toast. Hi, you said shining high. Hello. I'm pretty eepy too. I don't know if we have to compete about that. It's good to see you. Hmm. I think eating toast messes up my mouth tracking pretty bad, apparently. Apparently. Might have to try and recalibrate that or something. Give it a second. I woke up early because ABA dropped in Strive and I was needed. mm-hmm. What's ABA? All breakfast. Always. I don't know what it means. But yeah, I got breakfast right now. I got toast. I got one tiny little jelly tart. And I have some lemon tea. Some lemon ginger tea. Mm-hmm. That is sadly already gone cold. Holy moly. You try to get everything ready. New character, pronounced ABBA like the band. Oh. Ooh, Frankenstein lady. Oh, that sounds cool. I'm gonna look it up. I don't know what. I want to see what you're talking about here. ABA. Here's the thing, I have no idea what you're talking about, so you could just be telling me. Oh, Guilty Gear. Oh, okay. I was like, Strive, what game? Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, heck yeah. She is a homunculus, huh? Hmm. Her blood type is a mysterious liquid containing mercury. That's amazing. Hi! Welcome on in, Gabrielle Magica. I don't think I've ever talked to you before. It's nice to see you this morning. We're just kind of having breakfast, toast, and apparently we're talking about Guilty Gear Strive. I haven't really. Also, you're new here. Well, hello. Welcome on in. It is nice to see you. Um, I am Lilaps, and hold on, I gotta take my hoodie off again. Ah, just trying. Hopefully, see if this does this smoothly. There we go. And as you can see, I'm a having hound. I'm a having hound Isekai protagonist. Oh, well, yeah. I'll let you see the rest of me. I got a little doggo, hands and feet and legs. But yeah, I'm a having hound. Also, I can waggy my tail. And if I do it right, I can wag it real good. Hold on. Yay! Yeah. But it takes a little effort. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to center here. Maybe get my tail and put that away. But it's good morning. We're just having a cozy morning. We're gonna eat some breakfast and chat with people. So I'm not. Oh, oh, as it turns out, so this outfit is actually a callback. Um, so my former identity was Plink Smokra, and I was a spider. But various magical events happened. I got banished back to the astral plane. I remade my character sheet a little there and became a heaven hound. But I knew some people might miss Plink, so I got a nice hoodie. And for when it's cozy spider time, and also it's a nice warm hoodie, so it's good for morning. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, dogs do go to heaven. I really wanted it because I really needed to be able to. Well, I mean, to be perfectly honest, the reason I became a heaven hound is multi-purpose. It's multi-purposes. Like, for one, I have a plan. It involves fighting the undead, and being a heaven hound, I can do a lot of holy and positive damage. It really gives me an edge in that sphere. Yeah, this character looks awesome though for Guilty Gear. This ABA. I haven't really played Guilty Gear or really any fighting games in a long time. I kind of got soured on them because for a long time, one of my friends, he was very good at them, and he was so good that if I played anything, it was just like, well, why am I gonna play with you? You're just gonna beat me every single time. I could never really win, and it made it very boring. So I just stopped with them. Like, kind of all the fun went out of them for me. Um, but maybe one day I'll play them more. But I don't know. Like, if it has a really good plot, or I'll say this: if Darkstalkers came back, I would be there in a heartbeat. I love Darkstalkers. It's for the monster people. But this person being kind of like a Frankenstein lady, I gotta say it does kind of make me go, maybe Guilty Gear's where it's at. I know it has brisket, and you know that's good. Yes, I know. Like, why no Darkstalkers? That game is so iconic. The characters look so cool. People talk about it. Is still popular in popular conscious now. After years of almost nothing with it, and people still think about it, and we still bring it up in Marvels versus Capcoms and stuff. Just make a new Darkstalkers. Hmm, exactly. Like, it's such creative design from just a visual standpoint, right? Like, all the characters look great. I think Felicia Main? Really? Hmm. 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 That's enough humming from me. Okay. Just saying. Just humming ominously. No judgments. I mean, I always tried to play. When I was younger, I often would be like, "Well, I'm gonna play Chun Li. I'm gonna go play April O'Neil in the Turtles fighting game." I just do better with their girl characters for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why. You know, yeah, who doesn't like the main cat ladies? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. They tested the waters with the Capcom Fighter connection that had all five Darkstalker games. Hmm. You know what? You know what would really make my breakfast a little more complete? Eggs. Gosh, if only I had some egg. Mmm. Mm-mm. It's some good toast, though. Oh, thank you, John Cat. And welcome on in. It's good to see you. I hope you're out there, reaping souls, surviving, doing whatever you do. Seriously, I don't even know what that means. I'm just saying, like, hmm. Like how there's crypsis in nature? Like, sometimes you get like a beetle that looks like a bee so it can blend in the hive. I feel like sometimes that is like your way with very egg things. You get to decide who you are, Ryusei, and I think you are very good at that. And you know what? I respect everything about you. You're amazing. And I love you just the way you are, no matter who you want to be or decide to be or whatever. But gosh, just sometimes I'm like, you come in like a beetle. You come in like a cryptis beetle. But yeah, I don't want to pick on you in that way. It seems very mean. But gosh, it's like hearing myself talk sometimes. um, all right. What am I thinking about now? I don't know. I think I'm just laughing and eating toast. What do people get for breakfast? I give off big gender non-conforming vibes, I know. Yeah, yeah. And that's fine. That's kind of cool, honestly. Listen, if you can non-gender conform and then look somebody in the eye and be like, "Bitch, I'm a dude." That's pretty powerful. I think that's more masculine than masculine guys who are getting real sensitive about it. Like, "Oh God, just watch a pink touched me. I'm gonna have to commit seppuku." Like, no, that's way cooler. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Eat my toast. So what do people? What do people have? Drink up. Hi. Only a little. Only a little. What are you asking, Dre's hobby? You hoping to get bullied? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh, this is nice. I like this. I think I like this vibe. We're just hanging out in the morning and talking to people. Oh, hey, if that works for you. Now, Drazov, I know you definitely have some big dinner, wizard. Oatmeal! Okay, no bullying, no bullying. I hope you're having a good morning, Drazov. Eat some good food. And don't be too wicked today. Be just wicked enough. Or maybe I'm supposed to say, be the wicked you want to see in the world. We're talking fighting games a little bit. What I think would be needed for new Darkstalkers is I think they need a new system, some kind of twist on it to make it feel a little more unique as a game. I think that's what's needed. Like, don't get me wrong, there's a level of a fighting game is a fighting game, but just kind of hearing me out a little. Like, I feel like every fighting game kind of has its own vibe, its own things. And I think maybe what holds Darkstalkers back is a little bit of, I think it needs something extra. And I don't know what that something would be. Hmm. You know what would maybe be interesting? It's just a thought. Because I'm going, okay, like, if we were to try and describe the vibe of Darkstalkers, it's like a big, colorful, cartoony, like gothic horror, though, right? Like, because we got a lot of classic monsters. We got a Frankenstein, a Dracula. We got a wolf man's, and like, but then we also do we have any kind of creature? But we have ghosts and cat girls and hunters and I think it has a very like parallel to things like Castlevania kind of and stuff. What if instead of like being like normal, like as a fighting game, what if you have to do like a short mini rush? Like you almost have to do like a beat 'em up to get to the stage in the middle where you both fight. So there's a chance on your way of having to do like a little bit of platforming and blah blah blah, and then like getting there early like gives you bonuses and beating up guys, so it kind of it wobbles the fight a little and adds in a little extra element, and you get kind of a little like you get like a snack of Castlevania, Snacksylvania, if you will, and then it goes into like fighting game mode after that. I mean, it would be for like the first round, but I think that would be something interesting. I think that'd be a little different. And then you could also have it be kind of a mode that solos, like when you play the game in single player, you kind of go back and forth between kind of, a like either a Castlevania type thing or a side scrolly beat 'em up into a fighting game again and kind of back and forth. That might kind of be neat. I don't know. I'm just thinking. Oh, sure, sure. Yeah, I think something to mix it up a little. Like, I think so. This is game designy philosophy stuff that goes through my brain a lot. Like, and I'll talk about role playing games because I think I'm a little more able to talk about those. I feel like Mortal Kombat, I want to do something like that, but can never figure out how. I think Mortal Kombat got its own identity through essentially it right out the gate by having fatalities and pit moves and other stuff like that. Like it didn't make the fighting real different, but they did a lot to stand out right away. Hi, Rice Cow. Welcome on in. We're talking about fighting games this morning, apparently. We're talking about Darkstalkers and Mortal Kombat and what makes a game unique. But yeah, general game design principles. As far as parts where you fight extras in between the big fights. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, that would have been cool. Yeah, I think that would have been fun. But I think that's like, but the problem of course being is you might just make like two games in one, and one is good and the other is bad, and that would be unfortunate. But yeah, I think it's one of those game design principles in my head of when you make something, you want it to be evocative of the setting and the tone. Shaolin Monks was a Mortal Kombat game nobody asked for, but it's the most hilarious thing. I believe it. Mm. Still got a little more toast to go. Mm. Mm-mm. What'd you have for breakfast, Resco? if it is breakfast time in your neck of the woods. Mm. So I picked up a new RPG, chicken tendies and fries. You know what? No judgment. No judgment. I've done that a lot. Um, when my schedule shifted around, I've had to settle for basically lunch foods for breakfast for a while. But I'm making myself wake up a little earlier, so I'm having like breakfasty breakfast a little bit. It's a very light breakfast because I plan on having like late night snacks a lot too, just because on work from home days, I have big breakfast and smaller lunch dinner. Makes sense. Yeah, it's kind of like I said, my schedule shifted. A lot of times, I'm just grabbing food as I like going to work, and breakfast. It's almost like breakfast was never an option. Challenge monks, you play as Liu Kang or Kung Lao and fight random enemies, beat 'em up style. With fighting game moves till you get to the boss, you have to beat in 1v1 fight. Holy crap, they actually literally did it. Okay, I'm just ignorant. But still, good to know. Um, yeah. I was gonna talk about I got a new game and I'm still not sure how I feel about it because I feel like it undersold some of what it could do, but it also has a lot of good mechanics. Grand Blue versus Rising, but I only play the Fall Guys mode. Amazing. Yeah, oh my goodness. Mm-hmm. I need a little water. I should have known. Mm. Same as cow. I don't play much fighting games. I talked about it earlier. One of my friends kind of ruined them for me. Um, they were just really good, and it made it not fun to ever play fighting games with them. So I just didn't play them anymore. Um, hmm. Yeah. So my new game I got partially because I mean it kind of is, but like at the same time, like if we want to get unfortunate, I don't want to do just sad having hound hours. I don't want to do that. I was just a sore loser as a kid, and while my temperament generally is better, players back up with fighting games, so I stay away from playing them because personally, because I don't want to ruin it for others. That's fair. That's nice. No, for me, it was just like a couple different things. One, I was poor, so I couldn't afford usually the newest consoles, so I was always like a generation behind. And kind of stayed that way up to now. I'm thinking I'm gonna get a Switch pretty soon, but that'll be the first console I've gotten since Xbox. Yep, since Xbox. I haven't really had one in a long, long time. Um, I did get myself a 3DS at some point, but yeah, I just didn't really have the money, and so I didn't. And that kind of just continued to be a thing with me. Um, and so I was always kind of behind anyways on a lot of stuff. And then when it came to trying to play catch up on fighting games, I didn't have, I think, as much of those ingrained reflexes from like childhood because I didn't really have the games to play. And then I just kind of sucked at them, and then I just didn't feel like trying to get over that hump. It was just boring. And honestly, my friend was good enough. I remember one time we went to a party. This one time we went to a party and somebody turned on Street Fighter and they just went and kind of wrecked everyone who tried to play against them. And this one kid who was definitely kind of a tryhard, um, he sits there trying to be anime and he's like just watching and he's just like, I'm studying the way you fight. I'm laughing about it still because it still makes me giggle a little. So he sits and watches him for, oh, I don't know, like 30 minutes, half hour, or something. Yeah, yeah, about that. And goes and finally sits down, like, now we're going to play. My friend double perfected him. It was like, oh my God. It was so bad. But it's so funny to me still. I'm like, dude, just there are some walls you're not getting over. It was like, I don't know. That was the day Naruto got their butt kicked. That's all I'm saying. They got crushed. It's still just funny to me because of the whole thing of he thought he could just like do it. Yeah, he just annihilated. This is what I said. Mean. He was so good. It was like there is no fun for me to have fighting them because if I'm doing even a little well, I know they're just kind of letting me win. And back then, I don't know. Like I don't think it was quite as available to like go. I can learn all the terminology if I really want to. There wasn't a YouTube to dig into. So you'd have to buy strategy guides, and even those wouldn't tell you how to be good. So it just you just kind of figured it out, and I had not been able to figure it out. And like I'm gonna put it down to this too. Like my hands don't work right in a lot of things. Like I can play a game and have reflexes. If you put me in an FPS, I'm okay. If I play a platformer, I do pretty good because almost all the games I owned were platformers. Because back in the day, and I still have that a little bit. Thank you, Fall Guys. But if you put me in a fighting game, I can barely get a fireball motion to work. I'll like do the motion like 15 times and get a fireball like once. I just can't do it. I just can't. I don't have the timing. I don't know what it is. I can't do it. Hi, Adrian the Spider Lady. Hold on. Is this the Adrian the Spider Lady? I think it is. Good morning. How are you doing? You're looking at me wearing a little hoodie of my previous identity. It's been a very long time. I know I've forsaken Spider Kind because I am now a heaven hound. I'm a doggo now, but I keep my hoodie to keep the memories. Yeah, I know. But, it happens. It happens. I mean, on that discussion, I can tell you the moment. Yeah, I know it's okay. There was just a moment where I was like, I need to think about this because I was in a Smasher Pass and I watch as my picture comes up and Tricky Wee literally like just froze like, and I had no idea how many people were that arachnophobic. Like, I'm a little pink spider drawing that killed you. Damn, damn. I gotta take this serious. Oh yeah, yeah, we are. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me check and see if my co-stream thing is working. Oh, thank you, though. I'm glad. Listen, I want people on my YouTube too. But yeah, okay. That was, you might have been the only person over there. But people aren't assholes. It's just like people got that phobia, and I don't think most know how to get over it. Like, I'll put it this way. I know nothing about Naruto, but came in on someone getting dunked on, and that was fun. Yeah, it was just it's just one of those moments that I still think is really funny. Cause like, don't get me wrong, this friend is no longer my friend. They turn out to be a pretty bad person, but that doesn't change the fact they were really good at fighting games. And way back, it was really funny. Um, but yes, somebody just sitting there like trying to be like, I'm studying their moves. In a few moments, they'll have revealed their every secret to me. What? Years of ingrained reflexes in playing these games like a fiend has allowed them to overcome me after spending 15 minutes trying to be an anime badass? Impossible! It's freaking ridiculous. And yeah, as an arachnophobic person myself, there's a reaction. It's like, oh no, I'm scared of spiders. I think you're cool, but I struggle with my phobia is one thing. And then there's you're bad because of my problems, and that's not okay, huh? Yeah, no, they weren't mean. Honestly, they froze up, and then afterwards they were like, look at them. Ah, we respect and protect. So Tricky Wee was super cool. It's just the fact that I could freeze someone like that. I'm like, how many times? Because I did a lot of interviews, and I like doing interviews. I like doing collabs. I mean, she regained control in a moment. I think she was just sort of shocked. But as much as I like doing, collabs and things, like, if I'm getting it so that there, because I noticed how many arachnophobes there were after being a spider. I did. And I had to ask myself, how many people just went no just because I'm a spider? And I don't know how many, but I'm almost certain it's a non zero sum. And I'm like, you know what? I need to be a little friendlier of a face. I just need to be a little bit more easy for people to get along with. Because I'm not going to hate on people on that one. Because when I was real little, spiders freak me out a little. Like, if they crawl on me, I might be like, oh, what the heck is that? But, I have a very sciencey mind. And so it is very easy for me to over rational to get where I need to be on that. So really, oh. Oh, you guys. Ah, that makes me feel good. That makes me feel good. Yeah. Ah, that's so cute. Well, I mean, that's the thing. Some people would not. Some people have no problem with cartoon spider versus real life spider, but that makes me feel really good. Ah, well, that's why I got it, because I know people would miss Plink. So I got my little hoodie made, so, when people feel like, I wish Plink were here. Plink can be here. Kind of. You know, I'm probably not going back to my old model at any point. Though I've thought about, like, making into little, like, shoulder angel and shoulder devil and having them hang out on my shoulders. I thought about that. Yeah. Mm. Hi, Bagel. Hi, Bagel. Thanks for coming in. Mm. Yeah, there's different. Mm. Heaven Hound is also good. Yeah, I like being a Heaven Hound. I, I'm gonna be for real with everyone. I thought about being a Heaven Hound from the start, but it was one of those. I was like, no, it's not the time. And I think Plink was the right vibe for me to start on. It's just maybe not the right vibe for me to stay on, if that makes any sense. Mm-mm. The puppet model was cute. Yeah, those puppet models get made by Prinny. Maybe shout out Prinny if I can remember what their what is her Printer's rules. What is her Twitch handle? Is it just Printers? Yeah, that one. If you want to go get a Hamada, go track down printers. You can get the little puppet models. She makes them for I think $50. But yeah, a bunch of us have those, and they're very good. I haven't really gotten to use my Heaven Hound one yet, but I do have one now. Yeah, what Hesper said. Printer's very good. Printers does not necessarily want to be a VTuber, but she is at the very minimum like an honorary VTuber. That's at minimum. I think she's as much a VTuber as she wants to be. We're in the streets, those might be available to purchase in the near future. Just saying. Just saying. Wow! But yeah, yeah, Printers very good. Printers is made. I know it's late, but I hope you had a fun Save a Spider Day, Lilaps. It was Save a Spider Day? Ah! I think so. I think so. I don't remember it was. Now it's 50% more riboflavin. Wow! Wow. March 14th. Oh, wow, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. Mm-hmm. Have you had a breakfast, Hesper and Adria? I'm eating toast. What'd you have, Adria? Was it good? I got a little bit of toast left, and I have a little jelly tart, some tea, and some absolutely necessary lemon water. Hmm. Am I still visible to everyone? I feel like everyone's still responding and talking to me, but like I'm looking at my like stream manager and I was invisible for some reason. I have had 1/3 can of Baja Blast and a few almonds. That's pretty good. Ooh, vegan chicken and waffles. That's pretty badass. Yay, I exist. I'm existing. I'm the exister. Hmm. And check once to make sure who's around and what's going on. I don't want to leave people out. I feel bad, but the problem is, so I'm using, what is this program called? I think it's Restream. And it puts me on YouTube and it puts me on Twitch. Mm. Ah! Thanks for giving Hesper a sub! A hype train? Oh my god. In the morning? We have. Are we okay to do that? I don't know. It's really in the morning. Hype train. I don't have a song or any celebrations. Hype trains very rarely come through this station. But thank you. Hope you enjoy having some emotes. Ah. Hesper! We, 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 thank you. I'm a cry. That was really nice. Holy moly, how many did you do? Like 5? Really lot. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm gonna try not to cry too much. Ah, Pepper. You're so good. Thank you. I may struggle sometimes with thinking anyone really likes me. It's a thing I'm working on. It is a thing I'm working on. Um, Thank you very much, Hepper. Mm, um, yeah. Um. Oh God, that was so fun. So yeah, hype if you wanna. You can get involved in the Twitch hype train if you wanna. I don't have a whole lot of emotes yet, so I'm sorry for that. But I'll probably try and get those done sooner. Um, yeah. But yeah, that game was super good. So kind of related, I got myself another Apocalypse World game recently. I picked up, what is it called? Friendship Effort Victory, because I really like all the like shonen battle anime, like fairy tale and stuff. I love stuff with big ensemble casts. That's just the thing. I like group effort, you know. Yeah, that is one of my little holy grails, is trying to find a good shonen like fighting system, because I like the very oddly stylized way those battles work, and you don't you know what I mean if you've seen enough of them. There's often like a lot of like, hello, I am Bad Guy Von Bad Guyton. Here is my terrible philosophy on life. I'm gonna beat you up, good guy says. Well, you could try, and then they do some kind of technique that, puts the hero on the defensive, or create some sort of impossible-ish barrier for them. And then they fight for a while, and maybe we get some internal monologue, and then suddenly it's like, oh yes, your bullshit shield of invincibility doesn't work when I hit it with other bullshit. Other bullshit impossible. And then they laugh about it, but I was only using some of my power, or, I have another technique. And so it's like a slow dismantling of almost a bomb or something, where you're slowly working through their things while the hero is kind of slowly being worn down, jumping back and forth on things, right? Yeah, standing crowd gasping during the fighting. So, yeah, friendship effort victory, I got it. And now that I've kind of played Thirsty Sword Lesbians, I can kind of compare and contrast. I. I'm going to be honest, I think TSL did such a better job on capturing its genre than this one did. This one isn't bad necessarily. It just feels a little lazy almost. Like it feels like it has enough, and with the characters and some of the little setting tweaks, you can make things work. And I do enjoy that they did do some smart things, but game design and being appropriate to what you're doing. You know, I think they could have done a little more. I think there could have been a little more for it. Like the archetypes they have for characters are pretty good. Um, like I appreciate they have Jobber as one of them, where essentially you play the character who's kind of almost the joke character, and then the thing is somewhere during, like, and you can get more XP for basically being the butt monkey of the story. Thank you for the hype train. I really appreciate everyone enjoyed their subbies and things. Hmm. But thank you a lot. That really touched me. I cried a little. It was really nice. Um, yeah. So, yes. Um, brain. Come on, back on track. We're talking about role playing games. It's serious business here. Um, the jobber. Yeah. So the jobber will get experience for being more of a butt monkey. Like you can do things to be like, yeah, I'm gonna throw this fight and get experience, or I get beat up more despite the fact I should have won. But the thing is, then you get eventually a heroic moment. Are you gonna go take a nap? Have a good nap, Dante. You're anti good morning. Have the good night. Good night. Oh, you have a good one. Mm. But um, so yeah, you can do all that, but then like everybody has an awakening, and so basically you get a transformation, and for like one fight, you kind of get to be a total badass. And for them, it's kind of the moment where you go like, everybody thinks I'm a joke, but today I'm gonna prove them all wrong, and I'm like, that's so cool. It's so good. Like, Krillin limit break. Here goes all those Cybermen. I'm for it. Actually, one of my favorite things to see. I am not like a huge One Piece person. I want to say that ahead of time. I am way far back in it. I'm nowhere near even halfway. I'm like, I think maybe a tenth of the way at best. But one thing I love is the character Usopp, weird looking guy with the long nose, shoots little. He has like a slingshot, right? He's very much coward joke character, and I love seeing the creative ways in which he beats people. Like he's fighting the bomb guy, and the bomb guy's like, I could just eat explosions and fire and stuff and become more powerful. And he's like, he says he's gonna shoot like a fire thing, and the guy goes and he's just like, you're not listening, and like eats it. And he's just like, yep, I lied. That was like my super duper hot sauce. And so he just starts freaking out. I'm like, that is so good. I love it. I love creative solutions to fights. I like sidekicks and side characters getting to show how cool they are. I love that kind of stuff. And so I enjoy things that are not like Naruto or Dragon Ball Z, where the main hero is the only one who does any heavy lifting half the time. Everybody else is just there to get their butt kicked. I love when there's actually ensemble. So I love Fairy Tale, and I'm sure I will love more of One Piece. It's just there's so much of it to watch, and I got Isekai to watch. But I do like it. It is my anime I trying to slowly work through whenever I'm not working on other anime. But yeah, I love those kind of fights. Oh, and Toriko is one of my favorite series. It has food, superpowers, and giant monsters. D and I started watching live action One Piece recently. I've never seen the original series. Yeah, it's super fun. It's super fun. I actually really do enjoy it, and it's the speed run. You get a lot of the good stuff without a lot of filler. I think it's pretty good. I haven't finished the live action one because I'm pretty sure I'm further than that in the anime, but it's still really fun. I really liked it. The few episodes I caught. Yeah. Mm. I still have a little more toast. Hmm. I might need to see that because Kuwabara is already kind of interesting just from the level of like, you're a character, huh? That's amazing. Mm. Mm-hmm. No, he's neat. He's neat. Like, I've not gotten to watch as much Yu Yu Hakusho as I would like, but I remember kind of like I remember the feeling, and it might just been because I watched it when I was pretty young, but I remember looking, going like, that Kuwabara guy is gonna be just like school bully and not matter, and then it was like, wow, no, he's like involved, he's like doing stuff. That's so neat. Yeah, I was cool. I love. I really, I don't know. So it might be my life philosophy, and I think I would put it this way. I'm not the main character. We're all the main character. We're all good. We're all different and unique, and we all have our own special, like, uniqueness and power and what we bring to things. And so I want to make the world the like infinite Justice League. I want a world where everybody gets to pursue their best self and be awesome and hang out with their friends and do good things. That's like my whole thing that I'd really like for the world. I think everybody needs to realize their own worth. Also realize that we can always get better, we can always improve, and always be our better self. And that it's a path. It's something you walk. You don't have to be your better self every day. Some days you can't afford to be. Some days you're tired and you're like, today I'm on my running nose, I'm not getting out of bed self, you know? But I think everybody can aim high, and if we all work together and see the best in each other, we can get a lot higher together. I like not being the only, like, I don't want to be the main character. I just want to have lots of cool friends and do cool stuff and see what's special inside everyone. Hmm. He's my favorite trope. The ordinary human who fights alongside the special, and the sheer willpower and perseverance carries him through. Heck yeah! It's always good. Like, sure, a guy can be born as a half demon and have infinite chakra or whatever, but here's this doofus with a pompadour who earns his power and grows into it. You know what? I agree. I used to describe this when some of my writing days. I had my own classification system, and I go, there are two types of main heroes. And there's the hero of grace, and there's the hero of grit. And the hero of grace seems to just be good at everything. They're like kind of born with what they have. And so they just sort of always are a little bit better. And like at the extreme end, it's the person who doesn't really train or anything else. They're just like, I'm just great. So I guess in some ways you might call Superman like kind of the ultimate hero of grace, right? And then you have the hero of grit, who's the one who had to work for everything. And, like work their butt off. Like, not Batman, because he was born rich and he's a billionaire, and billionaires are inherently immoral. But, someone like Batman, who wasn't rich, who had to really work to be who they are and do everything. Naruto gets the exception to the Grace Grit rule, I think, because he has the Infinity Power cheat code, but he's still an underdog because he's a hardworking idiot who has to learn to use it. I think that Naruto, in some ways, is my personal opinion. It's a little bait and switch. And I think that's the whole thing. Like, I feel like the whole series has a lot of bait and switch to it, which is why I kind of tuned out on it at some point. Like, I'm the underdog, I'm so poor, I'm this orphan, and I got nothing special about me. And it's like, well, actually secretly you have a mega super ultra demon inside you who's gonna make you completely broken in OP. And also you're basically the son of you're prince. You're the freaking lost prince who has all the power from the most powerful ninja ever. Like, shut up, Naruto. You're a lie. You're living a lie. The only reason you're like an orphan is no good reason whatsoever. It's stupid. It doesn't make sense. It's bullshit. You're telling me this whole fucking village was just like, oh, that one who is absolutely obviously the fucking inheritor of everything. Let's treat him like shit and raise him, basically in his own little home, and not, like, make sure he has family, knows his duties and important. Shut the fuck up. That doesn't make any fucking sense. You're a cheat series and you piss me off. Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna stop. Naruto made me mad on a lot of levels because you know that thing I just said about Infinite Justice League? You know what Naruto is 100% not? That. I hated the fact I was like, oh, it's gonna be like Ninja Magic School, and there's gonna be all these cool characters. I wonder what Sakura's gonna do. What Sakura gonna? Sakura's never gonna do shit, is she? Nope, she's always gonna have somebody there basically propping her up and helping her, going, ah, I'm such a damsel in distress. What a bunch of bullshit. Oh, she gets really strong later and still has people doing that for her. Yeah, that's bullshit. Like, it doesn't count. I hate saying no points. It's like raising your floor just going, well, I guess she gotta have something. I don't know. But we're not gonna actually make her capable of ever solving her own problem ever. She briefly got a cool power and independence arc, and then it falls immediately out of that girl when her boy crazy hormones kick back in. Yeah, exactly. I'm just like, no, I wanted to have, like, I wanted it to be like a growing group of friends where I was like, oh, everyone's so neat, everyone's so cool. And instead, it's like they immediately break Rock Lee and then he's basically a joke for the rest of this year. It's like, come on. Come on. Ugh. So, yeah, Naruto's not my scene. Just saying, there was a lot of things that gave me misgivings from the start, like, I remember that when Nuda ended, I convinced several angry teenagers to start writing fanfic because they were so upset about how I played it out. I approve. My Hero Academia is so much better. Because even though, like, he's the main. And here's the thing, they don't bait and switch you. Literally. End of I think the first episode, I think it's the first episode, he goes, after kind of explaining his life, he's like, this is not a sad story. This is how I become the most, the greatest superhero of all time. I'm like, what? That's the beginning? They tell you right out the gate what you're getting. They don't imply you're getting anything else. They let you know what that story is, and then they still make it a point to show all these cool people doing all these cool things. They may be the main character, but it's still better than that. Okay, in about 30 seconds, we're going to get an ad break. I'm just warning everybody. When we hit it, I'm probably going to just start singing. That's my usual thing. I do songs. I might sing the German Naruto song a little bit. Has everyone heard that nonsense? I first learned about it on Osho's channel. You really relate the ending character and it shows in one situation is deeply. Sasuke is really cool. Yeah, it's so funny. You constantly have to learn to carry the huge burden of it, and then you get to share them on. Yeah. Yeah. Naruto. Naruto. Believe it. Believe it. It's so ridiculous. Ninja Clan, here I stand. Naruto, I'm on my way. Naruto, I'll be okay. Naruto, Naruto, believe it. Believe it. It's so silly. Sasuke, he's really cool. Sakura, the beautiful. It just does not care. It's like, that rhymed, it's good. It's in it, we print it, it's done. Let's go. Let's go. Oh no, the ad break hit at a time I didn't realize. Huh. Um, let's see here. What can we talk about when we're on ad break? Ad broken? Oh no! Is it not playing? Is it truly broken? Oh no, it's just because it's break, right? Play on words. I know those. Sometimes I make lots of fun stuff. Sometimes. Oh, that's true. That's true. Turbo and a sub. Turbo sub. Yeah, spear me. You can get a hat. Okay, Hesper, I'm gonna say this. It's selfish. I want this. I want a shirt that's just the top of Hesper's head, and it just says "Pokers." They're for hitting. That's it. It's all I want. I didn't want a shirt that says that because that bit kills me every time for some reason. Mm-hmm. 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 I love swoosher for tailing too because it's like, wait, wait, hold on. Why is this backwards? They're for hitting! Two tippies for tapping, one boffer for larping. Okay, I can never remember how it goes. One boffer for larping. Oh man. What a vibe. I'm sorry, Hopper. Well, I mean, some LARPs you could still listen. You could still be a cute LARP girl. It just depends on the LARP you go to and what it allows for. I know one of the ones I played, it had different classes, but like they would concentrate. I agree, but like, hmm. Okay. I haven't done Dystopia Rising, and I kind of don't want to. I have a whole aversion to zombies. It's a whole thing. I'm not afraid of them. I hate the genre at this point. I'm sick to death of it. Like zombies bore the hell out of me because I've been so overexposed and oversaturated on them. Here's how we survive the zombie apocalypse, and it's boring. So I'm gonna say it. First thing, any amount of plastic insert put into your clothes will be enough to stop a human bite. Try biting through a pop bottle. It takes a great deal of effort. You will probably hurt yourself. Don't do it, actually. Don't do it. Your dentist will hate you. Second of all, after that simplicity, the other thing is these aren't enemies. There are no tactic in them. This is this is like, okay, you know how we deal with cows where we ring a bell, they come in and then they get hit in the head? That's what we do with zombies. It'd just be a factory. It'd just be, okay, cool, we have a gate. Here's a bell. Zombies come. We lift one gate to let some in. We slap the gate down. People use some like long pole arms with like a brick on them to get a head piercing. You just sit there, you hit them all. Oh, but what if someone goes down in the pit and gets bit by one we weren't sure was dead? You hit them all and you make sure they're all dead first. Then anyone who does go in there has bite guards on their fucking legs and it's done. And you lather, rinse, repeat, and you clear an entire town after having retrofitted a factory, and it would be over in a very short amount of time, except for those idiots who went out there going, I got my guns. And those would be the dumbasses who got you hurt the most because they were so busy being macho that they didn't think, wow, there's real simple, easy ways to deal with this stupid shit. I'm sick of the genre. It's dumb. The only reason it works is because half the time a conceit in those shows is God hates them. Dumb, bad things happen to them just to keep the plot going. And then dumb, bad people happen to them because those people have not died somehow, even though they absolutely 100% should have because of their own stupidity. Done. Done with the genre. It's boring. It's over. Go home. Go home, zombies. I'm sick of you. The human element sucks too. Because the human element is boring the way you've done it because it's always the fucking same. Every time. Every time it's, oh, it's real hard out here. Oh, We gotta crawl around and do stuff to survive. It's really rough. How are we gonna live? Can we trust these other people? Can we trust them? Absolutely 100%. Because you want to know what? I think right back to there was a big blackout I was in at some point. It was very big. Do you know what didn't happen? Any looting. Do you know what did happen? People got out of their homes and talked to their neighbors after years of not talking to each other. Because everybody was like, hey, what's going on? People were banding together almost immediately. Like, I just go, wow, this is stupid. So only the worst among us are gonna be those crazies who are like, it's time to go shoot up a store and steal food. No one does that. It's stupid. The other thing is, we actually underestimate how strong a lot of our infrastructure is. The internet won't go away, it'd still be there. A lot of our power like plants would run for a while even if people weren't there running them. Not to mention they're pretty easy to fortress up. So the chance of that getting overrun by zombies would be very low in the first place. It's a bored, stale genre, and I hate it. I hate it. I hate I hate when people are like, zombies are so cool, they'd ruin a superhero universe. Bullshit. It's stupid. It's absolutely stupid. Like, I hate saying no, zombies would be way easier to deal with in a superhero universe, but they would. What if the zombies were intelligent and this and that? And had super... It's like, okay, fine. I guess if you do enough stupid things to them, I guess it makes sense they'd be a problem. But it also makes absolutely zero sense that Reed Richards wouldn't just be like, oh, zombie cure. What? Yep, just right now. What if he couldn't? Why couldn't he? He fucking can cure his friend of being a rock monster. He can cure somebody of being a walking corpse. In fact, I think a corpse would be easier to go, okay, but real corpse by a lot. I think that'd be a lot easier. It's just overplayed. It's crap. It's shit storytelling, and it's always the same, and it bores me to death. And I'm gonna say it this way too. Walking Dead, it's the same plot over and over again. It's the same stupid crap. Here we are. We're trusting each other. We found a safe place. It's not safe anymore. Bad people have come to make it worse. Oh no. Let's have dumb crap happen so the zombies are a threat for a minute, and then we can go and move somewhere else to do the same fucking plot. Could we not? You don't have to say anything about Mark Miller comics. All of them are bad. Wait, what was that? So aliens are just an enemy faction of humans. Hmm? Yeah, exactly. So they're nothing like zombies, really. Just when you take all the zombie out of the zombie, then you can allow it to be whatever. It's like, yeah, this is stupid. It's garbage. Marvel Zombies is crap. I said it, I mean it. And also, yeah, I don't care if you think that I hate saying you think that zombies were gonna be able to eat Silver Surfer. Like Zombie Hulk. Yeah, that even makes less sense. It doesn't work. I hate saying like, nah, they just gonna die. Like, if you lean into the spooky overtones and make it a spooky magic story, that's something. Yeah, I mean, you can get away with it, and you can have a zombie scary story, but I hate saying like going, oh yeah, it'll take over the whole universe. I'm like, no, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't even a little make sense. But we want it to. Well, you're a bad writer then. You should probably, I don't know, go do drugs about it or something. I just don't want to deal with you. Stop writing. Stop making bad stories. I don't want to see them. Also, anyone here who really enjoys a lot of zombie, here's the thing: a lot of old zombie stories, I'm like, these are good because these were before they were played out. You know, Dawn of the Dead, pretty good. Original Night of the Living Dead, pretty good. But like at this point, I'm like, I'm bored to death. World War Z is garbage. Walking Dead is overrated. I think it all leans into a certain kind of conservative mindset of, gosh, the world is complicated. If only if it was me, my guns, and looting. That would solve it. That would make life easier. I love apocalypse. I just want to go where I don't have to go to work or pay taxes anymore. I'm just like, nah, leaning to Rob Zombie pulp horror, that's a thing. Ugh. I would probably rant about Rob Zombie's movies too. You don't want to. I don't want to get into that. Funny enough, I think I liked his Halloween. I just wish he just made his own damn movie instead of remaking Halloween. I used to be terrified of zombies to the point that I couldn't play the survival mode in COD games because of the zombie theme, but because of that same survival mode, I'm pretty immune to the concept. That's fair. Ah, it's so boring. Like, I hate saying, like, it made me kind of mad because I'm like, these people don't have a chance. If there's no chance, there's no tension. If there's no tension, there's no story. I don't like your killers are not interesting enough in this movie to make me like them. So I don't care. Like it kind of just made me viscerally mad. I did not like it. I think it's garbage. I think Devil's Rejects is also garbage. I think that whole franchise was crap. Just saying, I think it's garbage. It's pure aesthetic, but that's an okay aesthetic. Like you can see where the fantasy of the film was and what it failed to do. Yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah, it looked good. It's just the plot was so mediocre. Like it just, I don't know. It was a lot of weirdly protagonized villainy, and it was like this is a writer so in love with their idea that they think everyone else should be in love with it too. That's how it felt to me. Breakfast, cozy and judgy. That's where we're at. This is the tea, people. But yeah, I have opinions on a lot of fiction and stuff. So if you want to ask me, I probably have a thought. I just actually drank some of my super cold tea. Just gotta get some of that cold tea in there. Make you feel good. I gotta be honest though, everyone. Getting up early. Whew, it was a little tricky for me. I think it's just I gotta get my schedule adjusted. But I wanted to try it out. So far, I really like it. I like talking. I like chatting with people, and there's people here, which is super cool. This might be just a matter of time. Say hello to people. It's good. It's very good. Ah, I'm not gonna call back on any other subjects. Hmm. Not yet. Hmm. No. No. Sorry, some stuff's kind of sticking in my throat. Hmm. Oh, hey, Twitch finally recognized I subbed myself. Oh, thank you, Rico. Thank you for subscribing and not having breakfast. You've been really good. And I really like hanging out with everyone. hmm. Yeah, so, I don't know if anyone ever caught it. There's a game called Single Unique Power. It's basically a setting building game. And I really like writing and coming up with stories and stuff. It's one of my favorite things. And this game really facilitates that. It's essentially a setting builder where you list down sparks that are words, like single words, that you then interpret to being different powers. And you create a whole setting by using one of those words. You come up with the origin source for the world. And then all those powers, yeah, it's a great little game. I've played it with Dre's out before. Um, but then from that, you like spawn out all these different like types of characters and stuff, and you build up what's happened in their history. Because it's not quite a role playing game, because you don't ever really role play the characters, but it is a really cool setting builder. And I think pairing that with friendship, effort, victory, you could come up with a really cool like little setting, and then find ways to like insert yourself into it. I was playing around with it a little last night, and I started coming up with the idea of. I modified a little. I was kind of solo gaming on this one, coming up with a setting where essentially people sometimes get powers if they are close enough and survive to kaiju fighting. With the idea being that the energies in the fight kaiju have like a natural counter energy they produce so that they don't get like completely fried when they get hit with say like an atomic blast or little lasers or lightning or whatever. They can produce kind of like a counter energy, and so getting hit with a wave of that counter energy plus the energy of the other one kind of is what gives you powers. Because it gives you the wave and the counter wave, so it doesn't kill you, but you get like suffused with all the energy. Um, and so I started making up a bunch of kaiju last night. It was fine. I don't know. I might draw some of those tomorrow when we do arts at about the same time as I came in to do chats today. But I came up with a bunch of different type of kaiju, some of which I'm like, yeah, it's okay, and then some others I'm like, ooh, I kind of like this one. Like one is basically a mongoose who can warp like matter. So basically creates like kind of bends things so they're able to like kind of weasel and snake their way through a city, but then can also use it to like burrow underground and do surprise attacks and stuff like that. I don't know. I kind of like that idea. And there was also a um a big crab who like melts sand on its body to create all sorts of glass constructs and things. Like it makes armor or makes shards it shoots at people. One is like kind of a big, sort of ugly pelican lizard who just swallows smaller kaiju whole, but also like will scoop up water and just like leak radioactive goo everywhere. I don't know. I like kaiju. I like giant monster fights. I liked them when I was a little kid. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. I think it's because I'm trying to think why I like kaiju so much. And what is it that's so. I think it's because the idea of something super duper big, it doesn't feel very scary. Like I'm sure in real life I'd just be like, whoa. But it's so overwhelming that it almost like shifts past normal fear to, well, what do you even do about that? It's like knowing there's a tornado or storm outside. It's just a natural disaster that walks. But then like good guys, bad guys, and they all look so interesting. I like monsters. I like monsters. Monsters good. But yeah, I don't know. I came up with a bunch of kaiju using that, and then having the idea of being like, and then you pick two, and using the two, that's how you kind of come up with what your power set would be, like some weird combination of the two. But that's about as far as I got on that setting. But it's something I played around with and I was kind of having fun with. Mm-mm. But yeah, it is a great little game. Come up with so many. it really can help to create structure for your creativity and come up with a bunch of different ways to kind of channel it. So yeah, I came up. Oh, me now. Hi, good morning. I'm not meowing. I'm spidering. I don't know what kind of noises spiders make. Has any scientist gone and tried to amplify any kind of spider noises? I'm pretty sure they're pretty quiet. Pretty quiet. No, I'm just in my spider costume. It's not real. Oh no, my why is it? I gotta ask myself, why is it that my spider hoodie? I can press the buttons for my spider hoodie, it comes off right away. When I try to take off the hood of the spider hoodie, super slow for some reason. Watch. I like this is me trying. I've tried like a dozen times. I don't know. I don't know what's up with it. But yeah, welcome on in, me now. Good morning. Have you had any breakfast? Do you have anything good? Hopefully. Some webbing is still stuck to it. Oh no! It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Mm-hmm. Ah, what's this? No matches. Ah, Reese's Puff, Reese's Puff. Eat 'em up, eat 'em up, eat 'em up, eat 'em up. Reese's Puff, Reese's Puff. Eat 'em up, eat 'em up, eat 'em up, eat 'em up. Sorry that you regretted it, though. Was it bad? Was it not good? Or did you get the Reese's Puffs that has Goku on the box and you feel sad? Yeah, yeah. That's a loss. You know, just being forced to eat early is pain sometimes. Yeah, I understand. I have several of liquid hydrations and still stuff kind of sticks in my throat a little bit. Mm. Or sometimes you just don't feel like eating right away, you know? Or it doesn't get along with your tummy. I still have a little jelly tart. Mm. Mm. Yum, 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 yum. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah. Ah, I was just checking Discord real quick. Thought I was hearing bleeps and bloops. I'm like, who's trying to get my attention? Oh gosh, is something wrong on stream? Am I on fire? But now everything's fine. Did you know that I may have what some call anxiety? It's true. I'm a very anxious creature. Ah, a good portion of the time. Sometimes it's useful though. Like I do think a lot of times things that people don't always think are yeah, Reese's Pop, Reese's Pop. Eat 'em up, eat 'em up, eat 'em up, eat 'em up. I don't think I can sing the rest of that song. That meme was fire like what, like a year ago? Maybe like 1.5 years ago? My life is misery. And the other one I'm not singing. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Every time. Well, it was such a fun way to be like, here's three characters, and each of them has their own vibe, and this is how we're gonna show that vibe. I thought that was pretty clever. That was a pretty clever way to meme. You know, as long as you had three characters and you thought each could fit a vibe, it was pretty good. Yeah, they were always pretty fun. What is your vibe? It needs to be one of the following. Is it sad, horny, or gremlin? These are your three vibes. Hmm. And I'm sure there's a few sad, horny gremlins out there. Maybe even one that's like 100% that's their whole brand. Me now. I wish I could give you head pats, but this is, I think, the closest I can do right now. Is it sad, horny, or gremlin? Depends on the time of day. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Mm, yeah, but you're an amazing sad, horny gremlin. Well, me know you're so good. Hello, Maelstrom. Good morning. It's your first time chat, apparently. Welcome on in. Welcome, welcome. Gonna click your name to see who you are. Hello, Maelstrom. How you doing? Good morning. Having breakfast? We're hanging out. We're talking about fighting games a little bit. Talking about shonen genre, kaiju, role playing games, all sorts of stuff. Welcome on in. What'd you have for breakfast, Maelstrom Mind? Oh, and if you do not know me, hold on. I gotta get my hoodie down. There we go. My name is Lilaps. I'm a heaven hound, but once upon a time I was a spider, which is why I wear the spider hoodie. It's very cozy in the morning. But welcome on in. But yeah, I'm eating a jelly tart. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. This is the last of my breakfast. I'm gonna take it down. Oh. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Breakfast pizza? That sounds great. Mm-mm-mm. Pizza for breakfast? Pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at supper time. When pizza's on the bagel, you can have pizza anytime. I swear sometimes all my brain is a collection of old commercial jingles that just kind of rattle around in here. I swear. But yeah, pizza breakfast sound pretty good. Pretty good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yum, 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 yum. Yeah, I don't think I have any room left for pizza breakfast, but boy, pizza breakfast, what a great idea. Mm-mm. Yeah, usually, let's see here. What do I do usually for breakfast? Usually, I don't do breakfast. Oh, I feel that so strongly. And yeah, it's like actual breakfast stuff on pizza. It's so tasty. Ah, does it have eggy? I like eggy. Egg good. I think egg is my favorite part of any kind of like cooked breakfast meal. Like, don't get me wrong, I'll nom down a bowl of cereal, and I should eat oatmeal more often, but I always feel like for some reason it gets put by the wayside or I lose track of it. When I was looking played up, and I heard EGG egg. Yeah, I said egg. Oh gosh. Yeah, is there egg on breakfast pizza? It's important. It's important. Thank you. Mm. It does have egg. Ah, it's good. It's important. Egg. egg, bacon, cheese, and I think the sausage great. Oh my god. Hold on a sec. Oh, that feels like it would kill me. Like in a good way, but oh my god. And the gravy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Mm. Oh, that's crazy. I might have to try that sometime. Hmm. Yeah, egg is my favorite part of cooking breakfast food. So like, I don't know. If it has egg, I'm usually in. It doesn't really matter what kind it is. Like, oh, egg. Is it scrambled? Yay! Is it over easy? Yay! Is it, one of the other variations of flipped cooked egg? Yay! Give me egg, give me egg, give me egg. Yum, 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 yum. Good breakfast. Good breakfast stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ah, hmm. I'm very glad I got this hoodie. I get it every time my partner visits me up here because the place they used to go to happens to exist by me. Oh, neat! Me now? What is what? What is Gilfy? Okay, I was worried for a second. I'm like, because I immediately thought of MILF, and I'm like, oh God, what does the E stand for? Oh God, what's the E stand for? God, I love fried eggs. Yes. So good. So good. Whew. Yeah, you had me a little worried there for a sec, but I think we're okay. I think everything's fine. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's like, oh no. What did you say? What are you doing? Oh, also hi Twendle. I just saw your message. I am so sorry. Hello, Dark Shade. Oh gosh, my multi chat. I gotta look at it a little more thoroughly. I didn't think anyone was there on YouTube. Thanks for coming in. Hope you're having a good morning. What did you have for breakfast? If you're still around, Twendle and Dark Shade. Apologies. It's pretty bumping in the other chat bit there, and I hate saying yell at you restream because the playback often fails on the chat, the multi chat. Yeah, I'm just gonna give a quick hi everyone in the other chat to let everyone know I am here, and I will try to use the multi chat function since it seems to be working today. Because I know multi-chat seems very hard to watch. It is not so much that it is hard to watch. The problem is that Restream will put into OBS a little chat window, which is fine, right? It's fine. You can just look at it and it'll tell you whether somebody's on YouTube or on Twitch. And I don't know who's around. I feel bad because I didn't say hi to people, and now I feel really bad. But it's the fact that half the time it glitches out, um, which is a huge problem because then you can't do it even if you wanted to. So now I'm just like, oh, did I get it? Oh no, there's people. There's people. So if it wasn't that it was so glitchy, it'd be fine. But it is so glitchy, and that makes it hard to do. Also, you kind of have to be very, I don't know, you gotta kind of be on top of watching like make sure your windows are arranged in such a way. I work with two screens and doing all the stuff I got on right now, I feel like I need three. I feel like I need three. And that's a lot of screens, everyone. I feel like nobody should really have to be juggling three screens. Also, running all my programs right now. Just a little bit of a peek behind the curtain here, a little bit. Just a little bit if y'all gonna be asking. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's a lot of things to juggle between. So right now, running all the programs I'm running has my computer's temperature almost at its maximum level. Like and that's the thing. Like right now, we'll just name it all. Any aspiring VTubers in the audience or current VTubers who want to know how much crap is going on, hear me out. We've got the restream going through the OBS, which is not a program, it's its own redirect, but seems to add heat. Plus, I have VBridger so I can track myself a little better. But it lets me do this. It's super important. It's so important. One, it tracks my mouse better than my actual camera. But two, I can lick. I can stick my tongue out. Bleh. It's very important. Listen, I'm a dog. If I couldn't lap up water, I'd die. It's important. But then on top of that, I also have recently put in Twitch integrated throwing system, and also I should have Mix It Up running. If there, I don't think there's been any redeems today, which is good. But if there were, I would need to have that turned on. Let me just. So I have one program. I'm down one program, and one's missing right now, and I am trying to imagine. Oh, thank you. Actually, you know what? I gotta walk away. I gotta walk away. I've run myself out of drink about. Thank you, Domino. It's very important. Very important. Mm. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I'm not gonna go do a special screen. You're just gonna see me, do that thing where I'm suddenly not here in body. I hydrate. Every turn. Yeah, mix it up. It's pretty good. Pretty good indeed. But all right. I'm gonna probably work on some more redeems. Thursday, so Friday night we can try them out. But let me see if they're there. There's two I want to test. If they're here, if somebody could activate Love Hurts or Random Encounter. Okay, did it show up? Okay, I don't think it showed up right. Let me see if I can fix that. Cause I think something's. Yeah, it should be. Did anybody see anything? No, I moved. It made a noise, but didn't do what it was supposed to do. Um, let me see here. Um, huh, okay. Um, we're gonna try a couple different things. Live working on some stuff and feeling kind of sad. So I'm like, dang, it's working, but it ain't working. Why wouldn't it be working now? Okay. Because I heard it on my end, but I did not visually see it. Go ahead and give it a shot. Or actually, I'll do it myself because you should get your points worth of value. Let's see. Okay, it's just refusing to work. It's just refusing to work. Amazing. Twitch integrated throwing system. Thank you for letting me down. Um, cause yeah, I set it up last night and it seemed to be working. And now it's just not for some reason or other. It's like, nah, I don't wanna. And it's working on the screen, which means that OBS is just like, no, I don't wanna. I don't wanna do it. Um, okay, let's see if this will do it. Try again. Yeah, I got the, it's kind of loud. Okay, I might turn that down a little. Down more like 50%. Let's try and see if, okay, got the noise, not visual. Um, try this again. Thanks for standing by while I try to see if I can pummel myself. Nope, like you can see my model move, but the actual visuals aren't showing up, and I don't know why, because it should. It worked last night. I think OBS just isn't very strong. I think once you get too many like layers going, it just says, "No, I give up," or at least that seems to be the case. Um, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. The throws are so fast you can't even see them. It's true. That's so super frustrating, yo. I see lots of people use this, and it's just not working for me. And I don't understand why, because it's I can look at the screen that shows you like the preview. I'm gonna see if I can screw up everything. Nope, nope. Did not show up around me. I do not have a weird little pink outline or other things. Ruining illusions. It's just deciding not to. It's just deciding not to. Yeah, I don't know. I'm confused. Turn it on and off again. I mean, you know what? OBS is free, so I can't be too mad about it. Yep, and I just moved like I got hit without anything actually being there. Amazing. I'm sorry, everybody. Let me try and refund your points. How do I do that? Yeah. I wish I knew how to do that. Or I would do that. Hmm. 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 Dang it. Now I feel bad. How do I do that? Does anyone know how to read how to put points back? Or refund? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I've done some very fun things with OBS. It's not bad. It's just it's not perfect. um it can be a little less than great. Be a little less than great. There's a tab near the top. Oh, okay. No. Mm, hmm. Points tab, huh? I might have to put in a points tab. Like that's what I'm learning. There we go. Okay. We're sorry. Your redeems have been will soon be refunded because they are completely borked. Um, let's see here. Okay, and then wow, there's a whole lot of requests here. My gosh, it's kept a track of like dang near everything that's ever done. Oh god. Okay, and yep, we'll reject that one. Ow! I'll be having fun just making me twitch on Twitch. Ah. And there, refunded. Come on. Okay, wait, if I reject all. Apparently, just rejecting them will re-trigger it. It'd be hilarious if they actually showed up. It'd be really funny. It's my favorite when someone goes, updated OBS. Now it's all broken. I did update OBS. Oh no, but I did my work on it after I'd updated. It should have been working. Yeah, they stay until accepted or rejected. There's a flash of something that time. Ooh. Oh my goodness, a flash of something amazing. Let's see if we can get one to work. Nope. I don't think so. Yep, just get the hit without the item. Wonderful. I'm being. It's like being assaulted by ghosts. I'll just change the description to assaulted by ghosts. You can just make me shake for no reason. Ghost would not mess with me. Ghost wouldn't mess with me. You want to know why? You want to know why, everyone? See, I'm a heaven hound. I'm full of an indescribable amount of holy power. A lot. A lot of holy power. Not kidding. Anyhow, back to normal. La 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 la. Hmm. Doing that somehow screwed up my tracking. Oh, you like that? You like my war mode? I get I get a little inky, and then I'm like, wow. I had fun making it. It's a good one. And honestly, some of the updates to YouTube Studio, I was able to kind of tweak it a little more, make it a little more dramatic, which is good. I like being dramatic a little bit. Yeah, I've thought about making that a redeem too. Hmm. Some point. Okay, I'm gonna test another thing. I'll test them myself. Let's see if my head pats work. Doesn't seem to work. Thanks, mix it up. You're worthless. Worthless. I swear, right now, it's just like, so, all these little extra programs, not working. Not doing it. I don't know what to say about it. It's frustrating. I could use some head pats. Mm. Instead of having to activate them by hand. And homemade redeems. Made with love. Okay. Why am I all off kilter now? I don't understand. Okay, I know what happened. I don't know how it happened, but somehow my V-Bridger just decided to give up. Just gave up for a moment, disconnected, no reason. Don't know why. Hmm. Oh yeah, I get bad sometimes. You know why I get them? Because I'm good. Okay, enough head pads for now. Oh, wait, I got more head pads. Okay, got more head pads. Thank you, Ice Cow. Wonderful. You make me feel good. Oh, I'm more hydrated. Thank you. Have you fed and watered your having town today? Could you be having? She might be thirsty. Hmm. But yeah, trying to get my interactivity back up to close to where it was once upon a time. I just apparently none of the programs want to work with me, so I'm just gonna turn some of them off and save my computer a little heat. Hopefully, I'll have those worked out by Friday, or actively work them out by then, because they're not doing it. They're not working, so I'm turning them off. I'm gonna turn off those rewards for right now, cause I can't really do them, which is disappointing. You might wonder why most of my redeems are 301 points. I'm going to tell you. It's a little secret. Hiya, Jafar Cloudy. Hello. Welcome on in. Welcome, welcome. It's good to see you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Head pat's good. I'm gonna try and get a custom one done at some point, but yeah, the 301 is for a very simple reason. If a hate raid comes in, some hate bots know how to spend channel points and will spam redeems in an effort to crash your stream. You get 300 points when you first come in, but you don't get 301 points. So, if a bot raid comes in, they will not be able to instantly, yeah, like loser trolls hater because of this one neat trick. It means you cannot instantly do it. So most of my redeems I do at 301. Except for the one that I'm like, yeah, you can spam it, but you'll probably reap it yourself. Hold on, I think it's missing. Let me see if I can get it in here.
To rounds
Oh no, it's
rights.
here. It's here. Did it play auto? Did it just play? It probably didn't show up quite right because it's not quite the right size. It actually was already here though. Hold on. Get rid of this one.
To
There we
rounds
go.
rights.
Listen, it's public domain. They want to spam that, they can. It's funny though. That's right, belongs to us all. Mickey belongs to all of us. That's ours now. Yay! Mm-mm-mm. Wait, what the? What's that? What's this here? Oh, it says a leftover from the hype train earlier. Like, what's this message? Why is it here? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did the whole thing on public domain, and I'm kind of surprised Disney was like, no, we're just gonna let it go. But I think I know why. I think I know. I think they realize that if they fight too hard, that public domain may get changed to be, they might lose what they've already gained, which is owning Marvel for like 100 years. Um, they own pretty much all those characters, and they're not gonna unown them longer than all the natural lifespans of all the freaking people running Disney right now. They'll still own it, which is terrible. I don't see the point. I don't see the point in a corporation owning something longer than the lives of the people who are currently benefiting from it. That's disgusting. Shouldn't a company then just become public domain in 75 years? Can we just own the whole thing? No, no. That's silly. That's silly. But yeah, there's a if you're on the use of tubes, you can go watch the very the public domain. What is it? Oh, a very VTuber public domain Christmas Carol. Yeah, public domain companies would be neat. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? Like if we just got like, like cool, you're a millionaire now, so now we free company, free thing. I mean, I don't see why you couldn't. There's for profit companies and stuff. We got ads coming, everyone, in about 3 minutes. Get y'all the warning. We've been talking a while. It's been good, y'all. I've enjoyed very much. Maybe I'll start inviting people on to go and have breakfast. What do you think about that? Would you think it would be cool to do like a little like breakfast show? Bring people in and have little chats, eat snacks, talk about whatever's going on in the world, whatever's going on with our day. Mm. You know what's a game I want to play, but I haven't gotten it, but I'm thinking about it, but I'm worried it would turn my computer into a brick. I'm really curious about Helldivers. I don't know how intense it is, but I worry it'd be very intense. When you have it, no. Is it real machine intensive or is it okay? Also, having turned off extra programs, it does not reduce the heat of my machine one iota. What the heck? What the heck? Why's my machine so warm? Is it really just from the studio? Or is it the weather? Is it warm out right now? I might do it. I might do it. Yeah, I think public domain is important. Having things that belong to all of us. Like, in a certain level, I'm like, y'all have made so much money on some of these things. How long do you have to have them? Like, I don't know. It kind of bothers me that Captain America isn't public domain, and they're literally like a World War II vet. Like, can he rest yet? Can he be free? No, no. You're just gonna keep doing it, huh? All right. Nothing we get to have together. But we're gonna have an ad in 30 seconds, usually when we do. I try to sing some kind of song. Yes, it's true, because I like to make up songs. There's even a redeem. I would like to work with some kind of team and make a bunch of cute little songs for people to sing. And we will be starting out in 3, 2, 1. Okay, now we're gonna have a song. No, we're not gonna have a song. Maybe we're gonna have a song. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. What do you think? Oh, I could try to sing about the public domain. Public domain. Public domain. Listen to my refrain. It's a fiction that belongs to everyone. It's fine, 'cause you can get involved with the Greek myth or a Norse myth or myth from anywhere. And you can make up your own little stuff about it. And then you get to share with everybody with these fictional sources. And you get to learn all sorts of darn it, I lost my rhyme scheme. I died in the middle of sources of courses. Maybe magical horses like Lubo or something. Lubo's horse red hair. No, the ad break. You said you were starting. You liar. You lied to me, ad break. Why? What the heck? What's the point of giving me warnings when you're not accurate? How am I supposed to deal with that? How are people supposed to run a quick quick bathroom break. How's that supposed to work? All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Yeah, we're gonna be adding in honey for the heart of our cloudy. Did you have breakfast yes of our cloudy? Was it good? Did you have a breakfast? Have you properly hydrated? I'm checking in on everyone's breakfast today. Since it's kind of morning. Well, it's getting to be not morning, but it's morning for some people. Mm-mm-mm. And if you've moved on to lunch, you can tell me what your lunch is, if you're willing to share. You don't have to. Do. Still morning? Still morning. Mm. Fighting for my life for Dawn Trail pre-order. Oh, Dawn Trail. Is that the Final Fantasies? Is that the Final Fantasy 14? I am still in the middle of what is the name of it? Shadowbringers. And it's really cool, but like I don't feel hyper motivated to play right now, and I don't know why. Drinking water, that's good. Hydrate. Shadowbringers is really cool. Like, the thing about Shadowbringers, you get to take a break sometimes. Yeah, I think so. It's a lot. Like, I think that's the whole thing of any time I play it. It's kind of like you're committing both to a movie and a game at the same time because it's like, I'm going to play a game. Now there's a cutscene. Okay, now I'm going to move to the next mission. Now there's a cutscene. And you just, here's some dialogue, here's some story, and you get so much story. You start to be like, oh gosh, I need to sit down. Because just powering through, I think, can like overload maybe. Like, I love story, but it's a lot to like watch through. Like, you need time put aside to get through it. I can't just drop in and be like, I'm just gonna run a quick dungeon. It's like, okay, I just ran a quick dungeon. All right, and now here's like 30 minutes of exposition. It's like, oh shit. Yes, exactly. I can't just drop in. Like, as far as just dropping in, like, I do enjoy games that are good on time management, right? That, like, let you play them and set them down and you're not, like, penalized for it. I love Fall Guys. I can run a couple matches and just be done. I can play some Dead by Daylight and just be done. But if I'm playing a Final Fantasy, ooh. Yeah, playing through the final dungeons of vanilla was somewhat harrowing because I started with hours of time, but I almost ended up late for work. Exactly. Because you just don't know. They're just like, oh, by the way, here's a cutscene. Like, shit. I was doing so good, but they added in like 10 extra minutes of content. Those 10 minutes mattered. They mattered today. It's rough. 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 Bark. Woof. Sorry, I felt the need after saying rough. Bark. I wish I could do more like good doggo noises. I don't think I can do them. I could probably whine maybe. But it's hard. It's not super good. Yeah, I think it'll be difficult. Bark. Mm. But yeah, I really do like it. It's just like, oh no. And then I was kind of told, hey, if you're doing this, you're going to want to do one of each class because there's like extra story to unlock in Shadowbringers. And I'm just like, son of a biscuit. Gosh darn it. You telling me I gotta level more? I gotta go grind? It's a thing. It's an intimidating amount of story to get to. It's an intimidating amount of grind to get through. Like, it's very good, but you really gotta kind of want it. I do remember when I first played Final Fantasy, and I got to the end game when it was just Realm Reborn. I hadn't played the original, but I played Realm Reborn, and I got to the end. I never got to where I could do Coils of Bahamut because at the time you needed pretty sick gear to do it. It was like a big raid thing. And then, like, but I was doing the end game dungeons and doing a bunch of that content, and it felt really cool. It was the first time I got to enjoy like really like fun end game content on an MMO. Like I played City of Heroes, and you at the time when I got to 51st, it was way back. There was Hamadan, and you could do Hamadan raids, and that was like the end game loot was just getting Hamadan upgrades because they were universal and they made everything a little better. And then those got outclassed by the invention origin stuff because it would give you bonuses beyond what just getting an upgrade would. Because if you got sets of them, they would give you extra stuff. But like, there wasn't a lot of City of Heroes endgame. Like there was grinding. I think now there's the Archon system or something. Incarnate system. That's what I was thinking of. So you can get even more powers and be even more powerful. Um, but like, I don't know. It's something. It's cool. I don't mind getting more powerful, but I don't know if there's any kind of fundamental like difficulty change in the playstyle, if that makes sense. Like City of Heroes, the playstyle is pretty straightforward. There's not a lot of positioning to deal with. When you play, your character class kind of decides how you're gonna play. And like, there's strats, there's things you can do to be better, but it doesn't really, I don't know. It's not as interactive. It's not as interactive as Final Fantasy 14 Sprite, where you're kind of doing a complicated little dance of, now I need to be close, now I need to be fine, now I need to be out of this AoE, now everybody hug the tank for this and get away from the tank for that. Do, 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 do. And I'm moving around and we're running around and oh god, the ground, oh god, the ground. And I gotta make sure that I do all the things right and get in position and do my attacks and somebody's gotta go ahead and pop that limit break and get this shit done. Like it's fine. It's fine. It is a fine boss fight. Most of the boss fights in it are pretty fun. Except, of course, that a lot of them are kind of out leveled now, and so like when you play them, it's just kind of like, yeah, whatever for some of them, and some of them it's like, yeah, you got to do the strat still or you die. But on the other hand, your DPS is high, so like instead of being like you're gonna have 3 phases of this, you have like 1.5. Depending. Yoshi also said they're looking at increasing complexity. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Most likely about how classes work and not dungeons raids. Interesting, interesting. And I'm sure it'll still be fine. I'm sure it'll be still be fun. But I guess that's the thing. Like when it leveled up past that point, getting back in was hard because challenge was gone from so much of like the game that leveling the game part of the game feels like a chore to get to the story because it's like, okay, here's yet another dungeon, another boss fight, another raid, and you got to figure it out because sometimes it's complicated in ways you're like, I don't know what to do, or I don't know what this means. So I don't know. No, I think it probably varies on class, and I don't know what everything works like before. Like I know when I originally played, I played through and played Dragoon because I like pole arms, and when I first played, positioning was very important. So like, for this move you want to be behind them, for this move you want to be the side, etc. So you're constantly kind of changing your footing, but then also trying to check to make sure you weren't in any of the AoEs or any of the other problems, responding. And I don't know, that's a lot to. I wonder if they still do that on Dragoon, because it seems like a lot to struggle with. That was another thing. Like, I played through most of Heaven's Word and started Stormblood when Shadowbringers came out, and suddenly the whole system changed, and that kind of threw me off the game for a while because I was like, I don't want to have to relearn the game again. I just want to play the game and have fun. Why do I have to keep learning it? It shouldn't be a job. Mm. They do, except for a couple bosses where positioning is impossible. Yeah, I kind of figured. I kind of figured there's somewhere that's the case because some of the boss fights are hectic. Like, you're just running the whole time, and it's like, well, I mean, if I hit it a certain way, that means that it was staying still enough, or And then, yeah, you're right though. There's gonna be a lot of different situations where it's impossible. Like, this boss literally blocks you off from the other part of the stage. You can't like do anything, so you can't get behind it. You can't get on the side of it. It's literally a wall. Yeah, wall bosses give you full bonuses because there's no beside or behind the boss. Yep. Yep, that makes sense. That's good though. It's good you get the full bonus. They don't just rip you off. Be like, you get to be cool on these fights and suck on these fights. It's good. It's good to hear. Mm-hmm. And do a quick double check on some stuff real quick. Okay. Just making sure I don't got any messages or nothing. But yeah, I'm partway in there, and I do want to finish Shadowbringers and see what Endwalker's all about. I've been playing a dancer. Dancer is fun. Just that little bit of RNG kind of hit the right buttons thing keeps it a little interesting. Um, I also like just being able to peloton and run faster, because then I'm like, oh, thank goodness. Like, I gotta travel and go places and do stuff. Anything that makes this faster. Anything that gets me through this grind a little quicker. Good. But yeah, then I guess I gotta go and develop, like, Warhol class. Ugh. It sounds like a lot. It'll probably be easy. Like with Duty Finder, I guess I can just be like, okay, here's the thing. Queue up for this, level up, good. And there's a bunch of classes that are advanced, so I can just skip lower levels and start them at high. So I'm sure I can cobble together, a couple other classes to get it done. But oh my goodness. It's a lot of work, neighbors. It's a lot of work. Mm-hmm. mm. Yeah. But I do enjoy it. I do think it's good. It's just can be a lot. I'm still feeling like what I want is a game that is fantasy but competitive. But um I'm trying to think. So, like, I love Fall Guys and I love Dead by Daylight. I want something that is fantasy like, that is like that, where it's a limited engagement and competitive and you have fun, but it is also over kind of quickly. And I haven't found anything that really quite scratches the itch right, I don't know if the game I want exists because it's a whole bunch of different, like, little things. And I'm like, oh, well, if it was like this or that, and I'm like, you don't even know what you want. You just kind of know, like, there's something like it. There's gotta be. There's gotta be something. But then it's also the whole thing of, but I don't want dark fantasy. I know that there's been a lot of darker fantasy stuff, I feel like. A lot of, like, go into the dungeon and die. What was the one? Is it was it Dark and Darker? I'm trying to remember the name of it. It was almost kind of like a realistic looking, very grimy dungeon where you go in and you have to fight around a little bit, and then, like, although maybe that game got canceled. And I don't mean like canceled, like, oh god, it said something wrong. I mean like I think it may have just been discontinued due to company woes. I remember a really realistic looking dungeon crawler where you go into a kind of grimy dungeon. It was pretty deadly. There were goblins, and you'd essentially go in there and you could work together or not, but at some point you kind of had to get out with the loot. And I don't remember its name. I don't remember it at all. I think something fantasy competitive, but also, relatively low time commitment. I would love something like that. I think that would be very good. I think that would be very good. But yeah, I don't remember the name of the other thing, and I don't know of anything new that's really doing anything like that. And I don't even 100% know what I'd want in it. I just know that I kind of want it. I want a game that has classes where you can do a bunch of fun things. I suppose like a fantasy version of Overwatch might do it. I guess that's called Paladins, but also I'm not a shooter. I don't want a shooter. I want more of a well-rounded kind of thing. Have some melee, have some shoots, something. You mean like paladins? No, not like paladins. Too much gun. You know. But I don't know. I might just be grasping for games that don't exist. I might just be grasping for games that don't exist. Well, gamers, I've had a real good time, everyone. I think it was good to do a little morning get together, say hi, have some breakfast, hydrate, hang out, and just chat it up. We had a good time. I think maybe our time's coming to an end. I'm feeling fairly talked out, and I think everybody else is a little talked out too. So maybe we'll go find somewhere where we can just kind of chill, huh? I think we're gonna lay it out pretty soon. Tomorrow, I'm doing some art. I don't know what I'm gonna draw. I don't know what we're gonna do. I think there will be some storytelling. I want to make up OCs. I want to make up new stuff. I love storytelling. I love coming up with new characters and situations. So I think we'll do some OC making and stuff. I probably won't have as much breakfast around me. Hopefully, I'll I have a little less of a difficulty waking up tomorrow. I'll be a little more fresh and ready to go. And then Friday night, I'm gonna do kind of work on redeems. As you can see, they sort of failed terribly today, but hopefully I can get those programs working somehow. Cause I don't know why Mix It Up just isn't working. It just doesn't seem to work anymore, and I don't know why. And I don't know why Tits isn't working either. How can Tits not work? Everyone loves tits. People talk about it all the time, like, oh, do you have tits? And I'm like, no. I mean, yes. I mean, listen. Now I'm getting to it. And now I do, but it's not working. Why isn't it working? Ah, terrible. But we're gonna try and do redeems and stuff on Friday. I've got a couple of little thoughts and some fun new things to do. We'll see, we'll see. We'll see what I can manage before then. And then Saturday, I believe I will be doing some collab. Most people who use the program apparently explain how it works in their bio. Huh. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Anyhow. Um. Oh. Righto, Teresa. Righto. But thank you so much, everyone, for coming in. We're gonna do a little reading. We're gonna cease to be, or we're not gonna cease to be utterly, but we're gonna, our time hanging out come to an end. I think we're gonna raid somebody. I'm not sure who we're gonna raid today. Hmm. You know what? Hmm. You know who I haven't raided in a long, long time? Long, long time. Let's raid Eldritch Grandpa. Eldritch Grandpa is apparently doing some arts. And I'm glad they're streaming. It feels like their streaming has been a little more sporadic, but also haven't been operating in the morning. Maybe they're around all the time. It's a unique opportunity. So we're gonna go visit Grandpa VT. That's what's gonna go on. Eldritch Grandpa. I thank you for coming in. I really appreciate having you on. Right, right. Grandpa, gonna go over there. The raid is gonna be, hmm, early morning. Actually, how about too early? T I S. No working. Raid. There we go. That's a great raid message. Um, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna throw some little emotes on here real quick. For those who've gotten subs, you can go ahead and throw on my emotes. You just copy it as is. Either way, it's fine. Thank you all so much for being here. Bye.